What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to be talking about some new leaks and a brand new announcement from Niantic themselves. Let's get right into it. So first off, I wanted to say that Niantic is actually going to be expanding the beta very soon to New Zealand and Australia. So if you are in one of those places, make sure you go to their blog and sign up for beta access. Good luck to any of you over there and hope you get in. But guys, there was actually a pretty decent leak last night that consisted of a 13-minute gameplay video and a very large post by someone that's pretty involved in the beta itself right now. So I'm super hyped to share with you what we got from those. So first and foremost, we got that each Pokemon is going to be completely individual, and that when you catch Pokemon, they don't necessarily have the same power level. Stats are going to be randomized somewhat, and they can have a different CP value, which we actually just learned is going to be called combat points. So again, that's going to be just combined level of basically just the stats that the Pokemon has, and you can compare it to every other Pokemon just to see how powerful it is compared to every other Pokemon. So this is actually really important. I hope you guys realize that, because individual Pokemon means that every single Pokemon is going to have a sense of individuality to it. It means that we can possibly expect to nickname Pokemon, or have ribbons or badges that certain Pokemon get, or achievements based on using certain Pokemon a certain amount of times. Now obviously those sort of functions aren't in the beta right now, but they definitely can be speculated on now that we know each Pokemon is completely individual. Now, moving on to the post that we saw on the Silph Road subreddit, there is actually a beta tester that went in depth and in detail explaining some of the things that surrounded the game. Obviously, they're not going to be a lot of new features, but there is some specifics that are actually pretty cool that I want to get into. So this will probably alleviate a lot of you guys' concerns, because there have been a few concerns in the community that are actually totally put to rest by this post. So first off, there have been 15 different iterations of the test beta app put out right now, which means that they are actually furiously working on the game right now, which is really cool and means that they're probably going to start turning on different features very soon. So you guys can start to expect more leaks to start pouring out, even though we haven't seen a lot in the time that it's been out. Obviously, we've seen a lot in the sense that we know a lot more about the game, but in the sense that we've got little trickles of information here and there, you'd think that they just turned on the app and just had people testing it out. But no, they've actually been working very actively on it, trying to reduce bugs and adding new features all in the same. It's really cool that they're putting so much into this right now and putting a lot of work into making sure that the beta goes as fast as it possibly can go, that they can add more different places to the beta for more people to access it, to test it. Stress testing is going to come up soon, I'm sure. Open beta might come after that. Guys, I am super hyped for the future. So apparently there's also a Google community for all the beta testers, and that initially there were about 200 people testing it, and then 1,000 people in the second wave. So now there's roughly 1,000 people floating around in the Google community, and this is roughly confirmed by the app they're actually using to distribute beta test codes, which can only distribute up to 2,000 codes at once, which means most likely the people in Japan in the beta right now are going to be the only people in Japan in the beta, and they're going to start trickling more people in other regions in, either using a totally different Google Room or a totally different iteration of the app. So this is definitely pretty big to note, because it means that not more than 2,000 people will be in on each wave of the beta test, and most likely under 2,000 people will be in overall. So that's really important, because honestly, there's not going to be that many people that get in, and it definitely won't be me or any of the other people that got Ingress just hoping that they could level up quick enough to be able to get into the beta. It's going to be the people that were really dedicated to Ingress, because honestly, out of all of the people that got in, the lowest level reported as an Ingress player was level 8, which is actually still pretty high. So I think that our dreams are kind of shot when it comes to that. So apparently right now they haven't 100% decided whether or not they're going to be implementing every single Ingress portal into a Pokestop or a gym. Right now, roughly 30% of Ingress portals have been transferred over to Pokestops or gyms, and gyms are all closed right now, so Pokestops are really the only thing people are actually interacting with at this point. Again, we have yet another confirmation that gyms, the combat system, and the trading system have not actually been turned on yet. There is no actual interaction between players at this point in time. So I am going to be making a video explaining everything you guys are going to need to go on your own Pokemon Go adventure in the future, but right now I do want to say that you guys should probably be looking for an external battery pack, just a small one that has a pretty decent capacity that you can use when your phone inevitably gets dead. So definitely go look for one of those. Also, currently, trainers can't increase the CP of their Pokemon in any way. Now, it's not been confirmed that there are any other ways other than training at a gym to be able to increase the CP of a Pokemon, but at this point in time, there are no ways to increase it, so that's something we should note. It sort of lends itself to the theory that CP is only going to be increased at the gym while you're training. So finally, this guy mentions that there haven't been a whole lot of leaks or clarifications on leaks or anything since the initial ones and the initial videos explaining everything, because right now there isn't a whole lot to do. You basically go to Pokestops, you get Pokeballs, you get just a few different items, and then you can catch Pokemon, and that's pretty much it. But guys, that is going to be about it for this one. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you back here for the next Pokemon Go video, whether that's going to be a leak, some news, or other. Till next time, peace.